Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Every month, I do a numerology and Kabbalah reading for the month ahead. I usually do it once the previous month is done. I haven't gotten to the last week of November yet. I'll get that out to you in a day or so. But I was working on my December month ahead, and I want to share what I've seen. This will be the sort of numerology, Kabbalah, sort of astrology look at December 2024. So let me pull that up. All right, we're going to be looking at the astrology and Kabbalah of December 2024, mainly, mainly the Kabbalah, well, a little bit of everything. I do these every month, and these will be part of my offerings on my channel, I think. This is more specific for students of mine, but there's a lot of really great information. So um, this month, no membership doesn't start until till January, and I may still do these for free. You don't have to be a member to get them, but there will be some pretty deep dives with this kind of work. So I just want to say that. All right, so we're in the universal year of 8, right? We've been here for 11 months. That 11th month has been quite a doozy. And now we're at number 12, right? We're at the last month of the 8 universal year. So I want to go over that. Specifically, that is connected to the strength card in the tarot, the sign of Leo. On the tree of life, it is on this path. This is the path that has been activated all year this month. We have Jupiter here in Gemini. This is the Sephiroth of Jupiter, Hesed. And we have Mars actually stationing and turning retrograde in Leo. That starts on the, did I write it here? Yeah, the 6th. The 6th. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but significant, quite significant. So keeping that in mind, and this also is energetically, if we were to overlay the chakra system on this, would be the throat chakra, where we create, we manifest through sound. This is a very powerful and potent sound time where sound healing would be profound for you. So if you want to do something like that in the month of December. In fact, I have a friend who does sound healing, and I think maybe I'll try to get her on Mystic Sisters. I think that would be fun. Whether on my channel or Ona's channel, we'll get her on with some of her bowls, and she can do she can do a healing for us, or we could talk to her about sound healing. So this is associated with the tarot card strength. Yes, as we can see here on the left. It is located on the path that connects Hesed, mercy, which is the blue one here, the blue circle, to Geburah, severity, the red circle. This is the Sephiroth of Mars. This is the Sephiroth of Jupiter. Hesed is associated with Jupiter, which is retrograde in Gemini during December. Geburah is associated with Mars, which stations retrograde and begins its retrograde journey on the 6th, 2024. That day vibrates to a 26-8, a 26-8. And the Sabian symbol for that degree, I believe, is immigrants waiting in line for their citizenship. Something like that. I actually go into much more detail on that Sabian symbol for the last week of November, the astrology of the last week of November, which I'll put out. I might actually get to put that out later today. but definitely by tomorrow. And I really dive into that Mercury retrograde. But significant here. Oh, well, this is Mars retrograde. What are we talking about? Yeah, I don't know. Mars retrograde is going to be a different video. Sorry. Okay. Uh, on the tree of life, this path is called the intelligence of all spiritual activities. It is the unraveling of all mysteries and entails moving through the dark shadow of the self. Dark shadow of the self. It is the Kundalini force, the snakes coming up the spine. The essence of this path is that the eternal flame that rises like a serpent in the darkness, the coiled fiery power of attuning to process, attuning to process. We are going through a spiritual initiation. That's why things are so very intense. And one of the things that we need to really focus on is just putting one step in front of the other and avoiding extremes and walking the middle path, walking the path of the mystic. The presence of the inner spiritual force creeps to the surface and materializes in the waking consciousness. We are waking up. The presence of the inner spiritual force, oh, I said that, it's worth repeating, creeps to the surface and materializes in waking consciousness. And to make three a charm, the presence of the inner spiritual force creeps to the surface and materializes in the waking consciousness. As you perceive the presence of the creative spirit in your life, you begin to feel new potential, new capacity, and you change. You become more spirited. The vibration of the month, 12, the vibration of 12. 12, base number 3. 1, 2, 3. How many times do you see that um, on the clock, right? Strong individual principle, end of cycle. Um, this is Bernie Sanders' soul vibration, by the way. So I just want to mention that. I think he'll be significant this month. This energy must cultivate a courage of your convictions and a power to gain followers in its progressive ideas. Know the truth that you crusade for and dare to believe in what you believe in. We believe in the light. We believe in love and the truth that we can free ourselves and awaken from this thought form, from this nightmare, and break free into a new world. On the tree of life, this path is called the stable intelligence, the original intellect, the deep mind, which always is, was, and never shall be. This is cosmic consciousness. It is associated with the Hebrew letter Mayim, meaning water, and astrologically, it is associated with Neptune. Now, Neptune this month is also changing direction and going direct on December 7th of 2024, which incidentally vibrates to the star card, the card of democracy, the voice of the people. Okay? This occurs at 28 degrees of Pisces. This is the symbol, and it's in this degree all month. A fertile garden under a full moon, enough is a feast. Success in mastering the earthly plane is measured by our ability to win abundance, without becoming a slave to greed. The tarot card here is the Hanged Man, which often means suspension. It often means that we need to look at this from a different perspective and to connect with cosmic consciousness so that we may blend and know and be within the mind of the divine and allow the awakening to happen. This path is located on here, on this path. The 12-3, it is the path of Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces, of course. It connects Gabora, the path of the spiritual warrior, the cutter away. This is the energy of Gabora. It cuts away the extraneous, that which is no longer needed. It's kind of a bare bones thing. Mars in Leo, going retrograde on the 6th. Connecting with Mercury, which starts the month retrograde and halfway through turns direct on the 15th, I believe. All in Sagittarius, the sign of truth, justice. The truth. The United States Simile chart has a Sag ascendant. This is the nature of America, the adventure, the largeness, the ruggedness, the individual spiritual journey. The fact that Mercury is retrograde means that the answers lie within. And of course, this is the path being activated, and this is all about connecting with cosmic consciousness, being one, allowing it to flow through you. There is nothing that you can do right now to change except to connect with cosmic consciousness. The best way for us to move through this time, for those of us who understand what this is about, is to connect to spirit, to connect through your heart, to fill your heart and your days with things that shine your light. And it creates a cascading effect, a light, a river of light to help us move through this. And then I'm not kidding about judgment, awakening, because when you add 12 to 8, we get a 20/2. The 20/2 is the judgment card in the tarot. Numerologically, 2 is the vibration of duality, and 0, the God force, and 2 is choice. 20/2. This is an important choice. This is located on the 31st path on the Tree of Life. There are 32 paths on the Tree of Life. This is the 31st, known as the perpetual intelligence. The flame of the one life is eternal, associated with the Hebrew letter Shin, fire, the eternal flame of life force. In 20/2, there is a spiritual awakening with this vibration. There are revelations. Act decisively and gather the facts. Look at the larger picture and make your decision. This is the path of Pluto. Pluto just moved into Aquarius for good, guys. Power to the people. We have Mercury retrograde and then direct in Sag in the sign of vision. Connects this path with the earth. And this looks a little bit interesting. This is the feminine side of the tree, and this is the masculine side of the tree. This looks like a bit of a call to action. Now it is, Mars is retrograde. When a planet is retrograde, its energy points in the opposite direction. And the opposite direction of Leo is Aquarius, where Pluto is. And in point of fact, Pluto is still pretty much opposite Mars. And that conjunction, the start of that synodic cycle, happened back in February. And it happened at 1 degree of Aquarius, an old Adobe mission. Lasting values, things that last, what is important. And because I didn't put it on that, on the slide, I just want to put this up. This is the card for the month of December 2024. It's a time of rebirth. Transformation. We are all going to change profoundly, I think, in December. And it may not be an outer change. Our life may not look any different. But I do believe that on the inside, something will have been stirred. The legions are behind us, waiting for us to shine the light. This is how I shine my light. This is how I feel I can make the best and the best and the most beneficial outcome for how to use my energy at this time. This and self-care and enjoying my life and not really worrying too much, although aware, choosing not to get caught up in a thought form that I would prefer to use this energy for creating a new vision. Now, will we have to deal with, will this be a miraculous? Woo, I don't know. It's possible. I just know that we're up to it and we'll be ready. And this month is going to fire us up. I do want to point out that there are 3 mother letters in the Hebrew alphabet: Aleph, which is air; Mayim, which is water; and Shin, which is fire. And this month, Shin, fire, and Mem, through the vibrations that I looked at, right, are occurring at the same time. When that happens, we are going through a spiritual initiation. You have nothing to be afraid of. Just bathe in love, just whatever you have to do. When you feel yourself getting like sucked in, I want you to focus on the thing that makes your heart sing. Is it sitting in front of the fire? Is it walking in nature? Is it getting a snuggle from your favorite grandchild or honey bun or whatever. Is it a good movie? What is it? Is it getting out and trimming the hedges? I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks if this is the end of the world as we know it, then I'm going to just enjoy the best part of the world that I know and be open to the miracles ahead. We don't have any other choice, really. We're going along for the ride, guys. All right. That is what I want to say about December, numerology and Kabbalah, and a little bit of astrology. I will get the December astrology out separately. That will come out closer to December. And my Taroscopes will be coming out Monday for December. So you can check those out as well. All right, guys, have yourself a great, have yourself a wonderful, loving, fulfilling, and as best you can, anxiety-free December. Whew. We're riding the big waves now. Take care, everyone. I love you so much. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. Membership starting in January. I'll let you know about that. Take care, everyone. Namaste.